Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I'm going to say, Kalayim Lo Yehovah Shemi Yahushai. And the ones, the elders, the apostles, the great millstone who do will and teach well. So it's honest to you brothers out there in the highways and byways, you brothers that are in Great Millstone, as well as you brothers out there who are Great Millstone affiliates. You know, those of you out there, men such as myself, you don't have Great Millstone on your page, but you know, you go out there, you teach the truth, you know, so on and so forth, whoever you may be. You know, you go out there and you can't, you know. Yeah, you make your sit downs, you know, or you're on your way to making your camp. So this is 1 Corinthians chapter 3, verse 16. Know ye not that ye are the temple of the Most High, and that the Spirit of the Most High dwelleth in you. I name this lesson just the third temple. I just want to go over certain things here. Right, you see this right here. Actually, before I get this, right, the third temple is being built right now as the men of the Lord, and I'll explain more as we get here. Right, know ye not that ye are the temple of the Most High, and the Spirit of the Most High dwelleth in you. That's right, man. You are the temple of the Most High, right? Because the temple, see here, man. It's not built. Let's see if we can find this first try. No. Let me see. All right, I'm gonna have to. Yeah. So Acts 7:48. Howbeit the Most High dwelleth not in temples made with hands, saith the prophet. Actually, I should get you. Actually, I'm gonna get in the Blue Letter Bible. We can see what that actually is. Alright, so you got the Blue Letter Bible open. So let's see if we can find something here. Yeah. This doesn't exactly have it either. So give me a quick second. We're gonna have to go to Bible Hub. Yeah. So. Here's the precepts if y'all wanna check that out. I might actually go ahead and get this, but Acts 7:40, howbeit the Most High dwelleth not in temples made with hands. So I think I already explained it. Maybe I didn't, but basically, like, the Most High, he doesn't dwell in temples made with hands, because he doesn't dwell in like a physical place. You know, he dwells within all of us. You know, listen to his truth. You know, you get the Holy Spirit in you. You know, it means to deal with you. Yahweh Yahushua being to deal with you. And that's what that means. You are the temple. Alright? The temple is you. Alright? This is the one Solomon's was, right? Because we know Solomon, he built the first one. And then later on they got destroyed by the Babylonians, because Jig was going off. Babylonians as well as Edomites. There's other accounts. I remember reading the Apocryphus. Edomites were involved in that too. You can look that up for yourself. Like either that or Edomites were they cheering it on. I think in the book of Psalms it says they were there cheering it on. You know, but they are ops, man. So they're gonna do what ops are gonna do. You know, like you read in Psalm the 8th chapter, they are a top enemy. Alright? Yeah, but he was not confined nor included in it or circumcised by it, right? Because he wasn't bound by it. And somewhat Solomon himself suggests when he was expressing his wonder dwelling on earth, seeing the heavens could not contain him, but still less the house he had built, Most High. So the names of the Most, one name's God, right? You can read about that, 1 Kings 8:7. Apostle Paul says the same thing as Stephen does here, right? Let's see, the prophet Isaiah. We're actually gonna get those. I actually wanna see those. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and check that out. We study in here. See what this is, cause let's see here. Yeah, I know this right here. Let's see if the Lord, the heaven is my throne, the earth is my footstool. Where is the house that ye built unto me, and where is the place of my rest? Exactly, because you can't build a place that can hold the Most High. You know, because all these things are under his control. He's king of all these things. You can read about that in Sirach, and there's a scripture like that. What is it? He's a king of all things, man. Nothing can, hold or contain him. He's omnipresent. Time can't hold him. Space can't hold him. Nothing could contain him. There's nothing before him. Right, so there's nothing that's stronger. There's no being on this planet or universe, dimension, all of space, time, existence that could ever stand up to him. That's why brothers said, like when I used to go out and stand by New York camp, brothers used to say, man, your hands are too short to box for the Lord, man. Your hands are too short. You're not gonna win that. For all those things have my man made, and all those things have been, saith the Lord. But this man will I look even to him that is a poor and of a contrite spirit, and trembleth at my word. Yeah, that's right. So he created everything. And to this man he will look, a man with a poor and contrite spirit. Alright? So who is that, man? That's us. We're the people with the humble spirits. Poor. Look at that. Afflicted, needy, poor and weak, humble, lowly. And it's us, man. We're the ones that looked at, like a piece of shit. Stricken, smitten. Right? Dejected. Right? That's us, man. We're the dejected people. We're the people that work these jobs, work these 9-to-5 dead-end jobs. We're the ones. I wish you got brothers that rise above that. Must say like every brother works that way or lives that way. I'm just, come on, there we go. I'm just saying us as a people. We got it rough out here. We know people who, your father might have died. You might not even have a father. Your father could have ran out on you. And you just gotta deal with all that trauma, and it just fucking piles up. But there's truth. Help you to deal with that. This truth. This is the rest. This is your rest. The scriptures that go into that. Other scriptures talk about this is the ointment. I think of Isaiah the 1st chapter. This is the ointment. It's gonna heal those effects of slavery. Heal that trauma, all that shit you're dealing with, man. From other scriptures. Prejudice made a wise man mad, man. So they help us deal with it. But at the end of the day, man, we still did here. We're still dealing with bullshit. We still, some of us out here struggling, man. Some of us out here suffer. Some more than others. So yeah. So as I say, we out here studying. I'm teaching, but at the same time, I'm learning stuff that I didn't know. I didn't know all that, but now I could go ahead and add that in to this list. Verse 17, if any man defile the temple of the Most High, him shall the Most High destroy, for the temple of God is holy, which temple ye are. Alright, so if you defile the temple, that means you're committing profane actions. Alright, and that's how you defile your temple. Things such as defiling your body, whether it be eating unclean foods. Right, and we also got to know from the scriptures, I think in Romans 6 says this, a wage of sin is death. Right, so it's all talking about sin, and that's how you defile your temple. Eating unclean foods, performing, how do I word this? Profane sexual acts. I'm pointing at you women, as well as you men, because the men out here be doing some, funny, different type of shit, even dudes that you wouldn't expect. Like my dude, Austin Dunham, one of his videos, he had it on like his OnlyFans. Was it on his OnlyFans? No, cause I don't know. Cause I was watching another YouTuber cover him. Not that I was like looking at his OnlyFans. I don't be doing shit like that. I was watching another YouTuber. He was kind of like exposing him. I think it was on his Patreon. That's what I'm thinking of. On his Patreon. This YouTuber, because how this stuff go on YouTube. You got one guy, one celebrity. And then you have another celebrity that don't like him, and he'll go, look for him on his Patreon, look at his alternate accounts, or look at his stuff on OnlyFans and expose how weird he is or something. But this guy was exposing Austin Dunham. He showed his Patreon, man. I think it was Vegan Gains, and Austin Dunham, man, that dude is into he's into trains, man. Yeah, he's that, and you wouldn't expect him to be like that either. He got that nice physique, nice, good-looking chest, and he got the abs, and he got low body fat and a good amount of muscle mass on him. You wouldn't expect him, but dude is like that, man. He be having a chick over, and then he have his buddies waiting outside, and they take turns, man. That's the following your temple, man. Ephesians 2:20, and are built upon the foundations of the apostles and prophets, Yahshua Mashiach himself being the chief cornerstone. That's right. We all lay up that foundation. We all come together to make this temple, man. With the apostles, they be in that foundation too. Let's say right there, man, our elders, and the elders before them, and on top of them, right? In whom all the building fitly framed together goeth unto a holy temple in the Lord, man. So all of us, fit and join on top of that foundation. Our elder brothers, then we all come together after that, because they are the foundation, because they were here before us. They've been teaching long before us, and they were like the first wave in a way, man. Like you have with troops, they were the wave that came before us. They built a foothold, all things, through the help of Yahushua, right, to the Spirit, through the Spirit, and then after that, we all came and we were able to add, onto and join in that foothold. So really, we wouldn't be here without them. We wouldn't have gotten to this point without them. Likewise, they wouldn't be able to get where they are, without their elders. No one would be able to get anywhere without, our Bivens coming on the scene. Right, which she was prophesied to kick all these things off. And all the building fully fit together into a holy temple of the Lord. And it's talking about people, not an actual building, because we already rebuked that already with Acts 7:48. Whom you also build together for the habitation of the Most High through the Spirit. That's right. So you build it together for habitation of the Most High through the Spirit, through the Holy Spirit, man. That's how you become a habitation. That's how he begins to deal with you. That stuff you dealt with in the world, all that stuff was to preserve you for that. You could have been a thug. The Lord preserved your life because he has something better for you, man. You could have. I've had, close shaves where I almost got hit by cars. Yeah, a few times. Me being a knucklehead, and I'm listening to some fucking anime opening, and fucking, the bus about to leave for school, and you trying to run across the street, get to the bus so you don't be late for school, and you almost get your ass fucking destroyed. But I didn't get destroyed, and I was actually, able to evade all that stuff, so I could be preserved for this. That's huge. But yeah, that is it here. I guess for completion's sake, I could read this as well. Yeah, it's gonna be the last one because I don't want to make this too long here. 1 Peter 2:6. Before also is contained in the scripture, both are they in Zion, chief cornerstone, elect precious, and he that believeth on him shall not be confounded. Zion means doesn't mean that. I thought it meant forgiveness. Not forgiveness, remembrance. But let's see. Harsh place. Hold on, man. Let's see. I was certain it meant place of remembrance or something. Maybe I could have been wrong. Place of worship, particularly sanctuary, seat of king. sunny place, sunny mountain, fortress. Oh, alright, never mind then. I thought it meant something else. They are poetically called, used by the prophets and poets to chosen itself. Alright. And I was wrong. I thought it meant something completely different, but see here. Monument, yeah, that's what I was thinking. Monument. Yeah. See, that's the importance of looking into things, man. You know, that's the importance of looking into things. And look, it's the same exact characters, man. It means a monument, man. I knew that, you know. I was thinking about that, you know. I haven't gone into things like Second Samuel's in a minute, so, you know, that was my bad. But now we know. It means monument. So yeah. Yeah, so let's get back to where we were at. Yeah, wherefore also is contained in the scripture, by laying aside chief cornerstone, like precious, he that believeth on him should not be confounded. And it's quoted in Isaiah 20 and 16 says the same thing. Alright, and the chief cornerstone is Yahushua. And that's right. He's that chief cornerstone. You know, like the corner, the stone that's at the corner, you know, can't make the building without it. Extreme corner foundation stone. That's right. You can't complete the building without him. You know? Elect, chosen, precious, he that believe in him should not be confounded. And that's us. We're the ones that are one that's, you know, I'm included at number so full like, man. They believe on him and they should not be confounded. You know, when we see us out here, man, no one's out here confounding us. You know? No one's out here, you know, giving us trouble. You know? Because we have that foundation. And we have that chief cornerstone. We believe in that chief cornerstone. Right? These other Israelite camps, man, you know, they begin we confound them. You know? We confound them. You know, brothers have a page, you know, literally made just to confound them. Some brothers, that's just what they do. Like the brother out there in Baltimore, man, Bible Defenders. That's what he does. He goes out and you know, he finds these guys' videos and he just, you know, he be cutting them. You know, so, and, you know, there's nothing wrong with that. Yeah, but Lord willing, you know, you were laced up with some scriptures, with some knowledge. I know I learned some things extra. And I was like, wow, I didn't know that. But once again, you know, you go to the King James, you go to yep, here. And I did not explain the third temple. I think I did. Maybe I did. That's the first one. Maybe I saw him in the second one. You know, the second one was rebuilt, you know, after Cyrus let us go, you know, out of Babylon and stuff like that. And then it was different. It was more than just that first time. And there was times where it was paused a little bit. I think it was Cambyses who paused building of it, you know, for some time, and then I believe with Darius restarted it again, and then after that, Xerxes kept it going. And I believe they say with Artaxerxes, you know, it kept going some more, but I gotta go over that again. But basically you had that, and then the second temple was defiled, you know, by the Greeks, you know, and the temple was rededicated again. But, you know, by this time, you know, it wasn't as big as the first temple. And then, you know, when the Romans came down, there was different Roman wars, and, you know, the Hasmonean dynasty, you know, got mocked into oblivion. You know, they got you know, kicked out, and, you know, they got, you know, they lost. You know, it was just what was prophesied to go down in Daniel 7th chapter. That was their time to rule for that time, and they, you know, they took down the Hasmonean dynasty. You can look into Miriam and all that. And then Herod, he rebuilt it, and he added some additions, try to make it back to where it was in the first temple. But then he made some other additions to it, which just ruined it. Like having a temple according to the Gentiles. Like that shouldn't be there. Like, come on, dude. I think he had a court for women, something like that, and some other stuff, and I think he even had like a little playroom and up in there too, or something. I gotta look back into that, but you can look into all that for yourself. But yeah, that's it. And now the third one is here. The third one is being built here. This is another one like that. See a temple in Egypt. Let me see now. Yeah. Isaiah 19:19, that day there should be an altar to the Lord in the midst of the land of Egypt, and a pillar at the border thereof to the Lord. Alright? So, that doesn't mean like, third temple's gonna be built only in Egypt, right? Because all the brothers everywhere come together to make that third temple. But the altar is here is each camp teach on the highways and byways, and that shall be in the land of Egypt, in America. Right? You got brothers all across the states, man. You got brothers in Hawaii, brothers in Mississippi, brothers in Texas. You got bros all over the states, man. Bros in Florida. You got the brothers out there, man. We already know you got the brothers in New York, Jersey. You even got brothers in different pockets in New York. I'm up north. I think you got another brother up north. You got a few brothers up north. You got some brothers up there in Rochester. You got a brother in Albany. So you got them out there, man. Little pockets, not just in the states, in different cities, all of that, man. So that altar's gonna be in the midst of the land of Egypt. Different camps out there teaching. But you got weirdo, the Amalekites. They think that they're gonna build, actual temple in Egypt. I've heard them speak things like that, man. They're gonna actually sit here and build like an actual physical third temple. That stuff is goofy. It's goofy, man. They don't know. They don't know now. But yeah, that's it, y'all.